Howdy y'all, it's the Coconut Cowboy, and today we are gonna go find some coconuts. We're gonna go to a secret cave sugar beach thing. We're gonna make coconut ice cream. That's it, right? Ice cream. Beautiful red little... Just gonna go to town. That's 30 minutes from our house walk, and yes, we still don't have a car, but that's okay because you don't get everything you want all the time. So we're gonna mosey our little asses down to the beach and find this cool spot to show you guys, because I know y'all want to see. If you guys want to know what the topography in Great Arbor Key looks like, that's what it looks like. That's the casa, and it's got like these 5 to 15 foot ledges, and then under each one of these ledges there's like these little outcrops that used to be limestone, and that washed away with erosion, and now big lizards slither in there, and big lizards be slithering. Apparently this beach is permanently closed. I don't know what that means. Like, how do you permanently close a beach? For COVID, I don't really believe anything on Google Maps anymore.
I have a theory that the homeowner next to it went and reported it on Google so no one will come there so they can have a private beach.
That's a very good...
It'd be a brilliant plan.
Yeah, it would be. I don't really understand. Google Maps does not update ever since COVID. Like, everything says closed, and we've gone through like 10 or 15 different places and disproven that. So I don't know.
So busy. My busiest boy.
You noticed there are little animals everywhere on the side of the roads that we think that they're like these little lizards. I think they're iguanas, maybe some rabbits, but we can't see them because they're too fast, but we can always hear them, and it scares the shit out of us each time. Thing you like living about in Great Arbor Key?
I like that it's just like living in the country, but you have the ocean like Nassau. And so everybody's really nice here. You can trust everybody for the most part. Lots of stray dogs that are friendly. But the water really is it for me. Beach life.
I think that's it. Oh, awesome. We made it to Sugar Beach, and we're arriving on site right now. And yeah, so we're gonna check it out. I don't know if we're gonna see any coconuts, but we're gonna see what we can find. So it took us 36 minutes to walk from the house to this. That is dope. There right now, so I'm gonna not disturb them, but there's like a humongous cave. You've got like this little hill made of rocks, and then you've got this crazy cave looking thing, and oh, it's huge. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely gonna have a fire here one day. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh, check that out. You know, it kind of makes you wonder what was the purpose of this cave at one point. You know, like, you know, there's been people who've refuged here before, you know, in shipwreck or whatever, but now it's just kind of some, you know, rundown thing. So we have this idea to make coconut meat ice cream. And the reason we have the idea is because we don't have anything but sugar and coconuts for like yummy dummy sweet ice cream fix. So I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but we're gonna try. We're gonna go get some coconuts right now, peel them, and then hopefully we can have some type of coconut icy cream.
If we take sprouted coconuts and you embed it in the coconut ice cream, it's gonna be like angel food cake.
Oh, that's a
ice
great
cream.
idea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get sprouted coconuts and green. When you're on the hunt for sprouted coconuts, you need to look for is like these green palm fronds. As you can tell, they're all green. Not a good joke. Don't know what tree this is, but it's got these beautiful red little balls on it. I don't know if they're red, edible or not. Probably drop in the comments that knows about the Bahamas fruits and stuff. Let me know if that's edible, because it looks super good. So these are sprouted coconuts, and I don't know, they're a little big for consumption. Yeah, we're gonna try a new spot. So you'll find a lot of them that are like this big, but you really want them like this big. They kind of, yeah, we'll try that again. So that happened. We gotta find one that are easy and about that tall. This is the prime candidate. You see this fella right here? Even though he's covered up, that's okay. That is the perfect height for a sprouted coconut. On this one, we have to dig down a little bit, but bingo. Now I can tell you by the shape of that one, it's not gonna be the best, but it's gonna be a whole lot better than not having nothing. So this is an abandoned property I've already checked, and this is exactly what you're looking for. Old tree with a garden of sprouted coconuts.
Pocket of them at the perfect size.
Yeah, them's are good, but we've got too many, so we're only gonna take one. Because conservation is the way to go. 100 reps. Okay. Well, there's about 18 different ways to skin these suckers, but first, we're gonna get a drink of water because I'm tired. All right, in order to open up these coconuts to make them look like this, we're gonna have to use a sharp rod. I got rebar, I think it's like 1/2 inch rebar, and you gotta cut it at an angle. All right, so it ain't very sharp and it ain't very perfect, but it don't really matter because here's what you need. The best way to do this is to have this welded to a piece of plate where you can put your feet on it and it's all perfect. But I don't have that, nor do I have the patience to make that happen. So I'm just gonna put this in the ground right here. This slab as my backer, and I'll just push this way. So you'll see how that works with these other coconuts. Take it in your dominant hand, non-dominant hand, and you just drive it down till you feel it crunky, which it kind of scrapes on the hard shell, and you pull out. Like that. Keep away from that point. Trying to get them to come out like that. That's what it looks like inside. So you work your way around. So once you get one side peeled off, like this one, then you're gonna scoop it underneath like this, and then comes out like that. Think I'm stupid or something? So once you're left with this, comes out of there, looks like that. Inside there is sweet, heavenly angel food cake. Now the main goal is to make sure you get this point to rip out of the husk, because basically it's almost impossible to do it with your fingers, and you use the outer shell against itself, letting this rip open with that point. We did all the big skinned ones. So we took care of all those, got them all cleaned up. They look like this, look just fine. Now, so in comparison, right? This is the size you want, 6 to 8 inches tall from the stem. Now I'm gonna keep these separate, and I'm gonna mark them and show you the difference when we bust them open from the shell. So we're gonna mark these with an X. right there. Now we got all these coconuts peeled. That's gonna be compost because it's great compost, and we're gonna have a garden too. But now it's time to put those coconuts into the knife and we'll put them into ice cream. What do you think, babe? Should we save these as plants?
Yeah. Oh, we should make an arrangement in our house.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cute.
When you're living on a remote island, you gotta make your own ice. And yes, I made my own ice when I wasn't living on a remote island, so this is what I used. So first and foremost, you're gonna freeze a bucket of water you can drink. You're gonna use your wife's flathead because you don't have an ice picker, and you're just gonna go to town and absolutely take out all the frustrations that you've had in your life. And that's what's gonna make our ice cream. Got our ginger tea fix, and now we are gonna go get some coconuts, which are right over there. All right, so we got 3. Now we're gonna try to make ice cream with them. So both Kate and I have decided that I am not skilled enough to do this safely. So we're going to resort to a coconut cutter that I made. This is actually the 2.0 coconut cutter, which is made out of stainless steel, 3/4 inch pipe, which is dope. I have a video on this if you want to see it. I made the video, so we just gotta assemble it together. So we're gonna get the juice out with this thing. So the coconut cutter works for king coconuts, but I don't know what kind these are, and they're not working because the shell, a little hard. However, what I have found, where the coconut connects to the tree, there's a natural soft spot. If you take a tip of a knife or a machete and you dig around that little soft spot, you'll actually find coconut flesh. You just keep working your way around that little area. And then there we have it, inside the coconut. See that? See, it's actually coconut flesh that's actually protecting the soft spot. And that's how the water gets transferred from the tree to the nut. And then put a strainer there because I don't like the nasty wasties to be in my coconut water. So just let it sit and I'll open up the next one. We're gonna open these things up, try to get the meat out of there so we can have some substance to make the ice cream with. What I'm doing is scoring all the way around the outside just to try to get a clean cut. Just like that. Booyah! We got lots of meat, baby! Ow, ow! Okay, the sprouted coconut's ready, the fresh coconut's opened, and now we're gonna pull all the meat out of the fresh coconuts and try to make some ice cream. But then we're gonna put the fluffy stuff from the sprouted coconuts into the meat, icy, sugary mix that we make, and hopefully we make something delicious. It might be a flop. If it is, we'll just eat it all, no big deal.
I totally got vanilla in it.
They're so sweet. They're ridiculously sweet. They're better than any of the ones I've had in Nassau. So hopefully they make good ice cream, because all you need with ice cream is cream, ice, and sugar. I think it'll work. Kobe, on my toe.
Toby.
Oh man.
It's like, oh.
It's my birthday, bitch.
I can do what I want.
So flathead is the tool of choice. You kind of walk it, you stick it in at the rim on the edge, and you kind of walk it laterally, and you're careful not to break this flesh because you get it all in one piece on the last round. And wife thinks I'm very funny, so must be saying some good stuff. So I just keep working it. This part's not super exciting, so just bear with me. And yeah, that hurt, but there comes out the whole thing. So, got a good lick, but that's okay. Everything went to the compost pile except for the shells, because I'm gonna make planters out of those shells. Because what you can do, you can sand the outside of them, and then polish them, and then clear them, then put a pothos in it, and then I wanna put it on that wall. KK's got Nutella on her nose. She put it on my damn camera.
Y'all gotta try this. Coconut dipped in Nutella. Let's be honest, you dip anything in Nutella. I eat it straight, okay? The island has barely any food, yet they know to order Nutella.
All right, folks and folkettes, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna try to blend the coconut meat with ice first, because they're already pretty sweet. Then we're gonna add some sugar, because I know we're going to. You know what, scratch that. We're gonna do the coconut meat and sugar first, and then we're gonna put water in it to dissolve the water. Then we'll mix it all up, see what happens. So you're going to use exactly 3 tablespoons, then always extra for grandma. I don't care. I'm just ready to eat it. It's not that difficult. Squish that big skibbity in there.
Skibbity.
Nobody knows what a skibbity is, but I keep seeing it.
Something that Matthew McConaughey would say.
I've made ice cream before. That's the ratios you're looking for. Lots of ice, half full of water, and then whatever other thing. We're gonna dump some more in there for the hell of it, because why not? It's more like a chunky smoothie. It was almost a good idea.
Maybe you just need to go longer.
Yeah. Now with our almost good idea, we're gonna put some vanilla in there, because that sounds good. Exactly half of a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna dump some more ice in there. Then, and only then, am I gonna add a little bit of salt. Okay, final consensus. That's what it looks like. I like that.
If you strained it and then you were to freeze
that,
it would be like...
But I'm not gonna do all that, no. And why? Because I'm hungry and there's not enough food on the island to be doing all those straining and stuff. But that would actually make a great, like, if you wanna make legit ice cream, good idea. I'm not legit, I'm just making something to fill my belly. That is super good. So the final product actually turned out pretty good. So I kept blending and I had ice, and then I got like, yeah, that's a joke. Think of it like a creamy, like a Bahama Mama stand ice cream, not ice, like a creamy snow cone. Yeah, so yeah, it's a delightful treat. I will do it again. Nom nom. That's all we got for today. And remember, y'all keep living a little bit better each day.